Hey everyone, some standard today. I'm gonna be going over my Bant Birds updated list. Was Edge of Eternity, not a ton of changes. I think the deck actually got maybe a little worse because you got Breeding Pool, which is nice, but you lost Brushland, which was actually quite good in the deck. It gave you that extra white mana to be able to cast the Interrupters, and now I've had to add a couple lush porticos. You can see the mana requirements here: 18 white, 20 blue, 20 green. And according to Dr. Frank Carstone, if you want to cast a free drop that's double white on turn 3, you want at least 18 sources of white, or ideally 18 sources of white. So had to get creative. I didn't want to just play 4 basic planes. I didn't want to cheat on the white, so we're gonna try the Lush Portico. I also moved the interrupters to the sideboard. I had them in the main for a while, and I just added a bunch of one drops, just tons of one drops, basically trying to enable side quests. Really strong card. It's the only card that's not a bird in the deck, so it's the only card that misses on Traveling Chocobo, but it's really worth it. If you can flip it early, it's going to win you the game a lot of the time. So I'm going to try this build, really aggressive. Not a ton of interaction. You just mostly rely on Barts and Boko to kill creatures. And then the sideboard has some extra birds and some pretty strong raid cards. I cut the rest in peace from the sideboard because even with the 2 lush porticos, it's only 10 sources of white, counting starting town. So that's all sketch to play a 2 mana white card. But yeah, deck is definitely one of my favorite decks in the old format, and it's a ton of fun. I'm not sure it's gonna line up super well if we get paired against is it Cauldron, which is apparently the best deck, or at least the most played deck in standard. So there was a Magic Online challenge recently, and the top 8 was just six Cauldron decks, even though it is blue white that ended up winning. All right, what do we have? All right, let's get us some little sound. And I'll just play Anchorage turn 1. Ooh, a Bird's Adept as well? No, turn 1 Elf. I love turn 1 Elf. It's really good. It's really good when you have Mockingbird. Let's see, I have double blue, I can cast it all. Alright, let's go for lifelink. You usually do pretty good against Llanowar Elves decks. Maybe I should have saved my my Strixu copy of Fenrir. So I can just dump my hand here. The question is, what do I kill? I think it's just the elf. Might be actively bad to kill the Fenrir if they're playing Yuna. Looks like they might be playing some Abs and Yuna deck. Oh. Oh, that's a nice combo. That's pretty legit, actually. Okay. Yeah, see, the white mana is important for Anchorage, too. Let's see, what can I do? Mockingbirds. 4, 6. And copy that. Trajectory Finner is kind of a nice synergy. Oof. Okay. Almost lethal. I have 8 in the air. I mean, the lifelink's kind of irrelevant, I guess, at this point. So let's keep the creatures that have abilities. Need to dodge a removal spell. That card's really strong. It's even stronger in draft. Okay. They're digging. Alright, I'm probably dead. Oh. Open. Right. Oh, they ended up hell-bent. That's a little unlucky. Did they have Cavern of Souls? I think I want to interrupt hers against someone who's playing 4+ mana cards. The Sorax seems nice too. Let's try this. I needed to pay off a little earlier. Alright, pretty good hands. I see double Sorax as a lock chord. Yeah, I mean, both games I've had like last game I had an average trend. They've had best possible basically twice in a row. A little frustrating. Oh, and now I'm just -2 damage. So what you want to do a lot of time is put an upkeep stop so you can flash in creatures and flip the side quest potentially. I guess my play was super ambitious, just hoping they wouldn't have a removal spell. It's kind of bad. No, I just lose because I'm stuck on lands. Let's see. Sideboarding. Electricity saw 0 spells game 1. Alright, Sarai, please do something good. Kind of need a land again. Oh, what about an uncastable card instead? That's cool. I think I'm done. Alright. A little rough. Little rough. Add 25 land at some point. It's tough because I think you won the Shoko Seeker in the deck. I think that card's really good. But maybe you just want more cheap card. It's like you don't play a bunch of Shoko Seekers. Sometimes you don't draw a payoff and you lose. But then you flipping the side quest is harder because you don't have as many cheap creatures. I used to have 4 and be a huge stan of the card, but then someone pointed out that it was all clunky and stuff, and it made sense. Oof. No per land, no 1-drop, 2 Shoko Seeker, I'll draw small. That's better. I'm gonna play Breeding Pool on 1 so I can go Chocobo, copy Chocobo, Healer's Hawk. Take that plan. We're copying an elf. It's blue-green this time. for the win. Nope. Still win if they don't have a sweeper in their deck. Doesn't look like they're playing control, but you never know. Let's bring in the counters. Looks like they have a bunch of expensive stuff. A trim a Shoko Seeker. Trim the Healer's Hawks. And trim some twos. Maybe Healer's Hawks just better than Escort against their deck. They're not trying to interact. Yeah, you got. Hmm. I think I'll keep. I have a 1 and a 2 and a Surveillant on free. The deck does use the lands. I mean, I literally have the Shokubo in my opening hand, so. Some kind of reanimator deck. Hmm. Hmm. It's close. It is a bird. Let's try and high roll. It is a bird for the side quest, but I can't. Oh yeah, I can activate. I can tap itself for mana. I guess I might want to cast Parts and Bozo next turn. Again. Alright, they need a removal spell. Or else it's going to be a lot of damage. We got super paid for bottoming, yeah. For milling Chocobo. For milling Anchorage, I mean. Friend, do you play interaction or is it just giant monsters? Giant monsters all the way. I used to play Fabled Passage too. I think Fabled Passage is still legal. Fabled Passage mana base. Might not be the worst. Okay. I think they're just dead. That card's pretty cool. Oh no, never mind. I thought that was the ramp one. That card's gotta be a massive meme. They're attacking? Yeah, they're very dead. Every line you control in terrors gets +1/+. So all my creatures are gonna get +2/+. So plus the Chocobo are gonna get +2. Yeah, it's like. Let's see, quick math. It's like 5, 6, 7. And I think each creature gets +4/+4. And have counter spell backup just in case. Alright, I know better. The birds. I think this is more of a fun deck, though. You do have some pretty silly draws, but getting paired against someone who's playing a bunch of Torch to Towers and Vivies, which you don't have a ton to interact with, all that stuff might be all sketch. And the mana. And the mana is not great. It'll be better once you get Temple Garden and Hallowed Fountain. It feels like it's still a good bird short. Having played Healer's Hawk is very mid. A few of the birds are like not super exciting. Okay. Why not? Maybe I'll play an elf again. Hired Claw. Why not? I'm gonna save the life and just play Breeding Pool. Sometimes you want to play the fast land in case you keep drawing more fast lands so you don't get stuck in the later turns, but since I have 2 more untapped lands, I should be good. Damn old school. It's actually cool. If I had Secluded Courtyard, I believe Secluded Courtyard lets you use abilities. So if that Cavern of Souls actually works, because Cavern of Souls only to cast the spells. Courtyard says you can use the types, the abilities. Birds. Don't mind too much though. That's their turn. And I get to Shoka's Seeker next turn. Play the plains so I can activate Anchorage. They have removal for that and another twin now. That game's gonna be rough. Even if just had like any spell early, that game's gonna be rough. Okay, how does that work? Well, email again. So if I hit a land, my Shoko could be big enough to kill Hired Claw, right? Alright, so I want to decline because I want to put it into play. Oh. Alright, -1 damage, I guess. Hopefully they don't have a pump spell. They must have something, right? They didn't use the ability. Alright, that overprotect. I mean, not a bad deal making them use that. Oof. That's lethal. I have to jump. And it's trample. Hopefully that 1 damage I missed last turn is not going to be too relevant. let's play Traveling Chocobo first this time. The Ward 1. So if I attack, I get to draw it. I guess I should just play it. Yeah, in hindsight, it would have been better if I just attacked first, I think. It still has Ward, right? Yeah, in hindsight, I would have put Dolan into play, and then I had Bart's and Healer's Hawk on top, and I could have just played Cavern of Souls. Alright, so far so good. That card's not a burn spell or overprotect or something like that. I think I'm good. As it might be able to just chump forever. And have the Abyss, but I also have like multiple Abyss. That should be good. Oh, I thought that game was over. I didn't pay the offspring. What are they doing? They just have overprotect. I'm just getting slurled. I double block 5. I still die to overprotect. Oh. They have a shock. I'll have that card. Yeah, free. I mean, can Mockingbird do anything cool? They need to chump. They'll have 1, 2, 3 attackers. I'll have 1, 2, 3 blockers. I don't know if it's worth it to even attack with the anchorage. Feels like it's not. I'd rather keep my mana in case I draw something good of the Shoko Seeker. I feel like side quest is below average at this point. Nemesis. Okay. One thing that does it. Just trumped the Nemesis with Hawk. I think I just got onto one. I think they just left themselves dead on board, but I guess they were dead if they don't attack, so. I even gained a life first. Alright, I don't even have Steam Rip in my sideboard for mono red, but I guess that would be the same. It'd be like too clunky or too hard to cast with 10 white sources of white. I'm just gonna submit. Just hope to draw. Hope to draw well again. Doesn't seem like it's the best matchup. They can like kill your payoffs and stuff, but maybe I can just overwhelm them. Art's pretty strong in the matchup. But this sounds also a lot of chords. And it's not very good against Screaming Nemesis. And I don't have green mana for the enchantment. Much better. It's a little greedy. I think it's too slow. Just need to draw some like 1 mana bird maybe. Alright, they still get to play Challenger. I rewarded. It's probably not going to be enough, but a one matchup where the lifelink could be pretty relevant too is Bart's. Pretty clutch. Okay. They're saying there's a chance. try and block that challenger. Pretty ambitious. Oh yeah, shit, I'm take 4. I'm dead to a lightning strike. It's just too bad. I could block a higher claw actually. They want to spend a turn pumping the claw. I save up damage to use the mana. I think maybe higher claw's more damage at this point. More damage than the challenger. Not many does bad. Airdrop's super awkward. Oh. Wow, that was incredible. No, auto tapper, not today. Not today. You get double trigger. We only have one creature left. Alright, well, that's a little lucky. There you have it, Bant Birds, if you want to have fun. I doubt it's like competitive tier, but it does some really cool stuff. And I think as far as the build's go, that one's pretty reasonable. I didn't talk about the sideboard really, but Seize Assist for the artifact deck. Basically, you don't want to sideboard a ton in any matchup, so you can go for like some narrow cards. But even that, 6 mana to destroy all artifact and enchantments is a little expensive. But yeah, as always, if you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. Hope you have a great day, and I'll see y'all next time. Take care.